I know big sisters are great, but mine is pure evil. She just hates me for no reason at all. Growing up, she kicked, pushed, and beat me whenever our parents were not at home. She called me ugly, she wanted me to stay away from her, and she even became best friend with my bully. As a child, I didn't understand why she hated me so much. So when I turned 10, I gathered the courage and I asked her why she hated me so much. She told me she wished I was never born. She said nobody loves me and nobody will ever love me. She said I meant nothing to her and she wished I would just die. At that age, hearing this from my big sister crushed me entirely. I did everything in my power to get her to like me, but nothing worked. My mom and my dad died in a car accident when I turned 15. My big sister was about 22 years at that time. Things got worse after my parents died. The house we were living in belonged to our parents, and since she was above 18, she became my legal guardian. My big sister insulted, cursed me at every time she got the opportunity to. She said it was my fault my parents died. She called me a witch. She told me nothing good will ever come my way. She stopped feeding me and she intentionally cut off the water and the electricity in the house. I knew my dad had left some money before he died for both of us, but whenever I asked her for food or for money for my basic needs, she always tells me to fuck off. I couldn't take the hunger anymore, so I started begging the next door neighbor for food. She also died 2 months later, and my big sister said it was all my fault. She said anyone that gets too close with me would die. I couldn't take it anymore. I knew my dad used to have a sister somewhere in the country. She was not at my parents' funeral, so I didn't even know what she looks like. But I decided to go look for her and stay with her. So I packed few of my clothes and I begged for money in the streets for transportation so I could go to her place. When I finally got there, she didn't want me there because she was poor and she was living in a kiosk. She sold food in a small container front of her house. She said she doesn't have enough to take care of us. I begged her to allow me stay in her place for a few days. She agreed that I was going to stay in her place for a few days. So after a few days, she took me back to my sister. When we got to the house, my sister had already rented my room and that of my parents. And I had just left for 5 days. Oh. She said there was nothing she could do about the rooms. That if I was going to stay in the house, then I'll have to sleep in the kitchen. My auntie tried talking to my sister, but she was very, very rude to my auntie. So after my auntie saw the situation at the house, she allowed me stay with her, and then we moved back to my auntie's place where she was. So after I moved in with my auntie, I didn't hear from my big sister again for years. I went through a lot, but I will always be grateful to my auntie for allowing me stay with her and doing her best to take care of me. I know taking care of me was a big challenge for her. So I worked more than 2 jobs and so I could get a better life and so she doesn't have to work again because she was already old. So to cut the long story short, it was difficult, but I made it. I have a good job that pays very well and my auntie and I are staying in a better place now. So now, I received a call from the hospital last week from the city, and my big sister is there, and she's terminally ill. She needs a kidney transplant, and she might die if she doesn't do the transplant. She had listed me as her only living relative. She has been in the hospital for months and nothing is working. I cut off the call immediately when I heard this, and I told my auntie about my big sister's condition. So my auntie begged me and asked me to go visit her. She said I might regret it later if I don't go and visit her. So I finally agreed to go visit her, only for me to get there and for her to beg me to give her one of my kidney. She didn't even beg for my forgiveness. I told her to fuck off and I left the house. I left the room where she was staying. Now, am I the asshole for doing this? Remember this, my sister has always been wicked to me and she has never liked me. So this follower needs your opinion, babes. Please drop some below. Thank you guys for watching. Please share your opinion in the comment section as the owner of the story will be listening and hoping to see suggestions from you guys. Thank you for watching my videos, and of course I'll see you in my next video. See the head wrap now. This is the second beautiful head wrap and I'll be doing the last one. Guys, please continue to watch my videos. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, like this video, give this video a thumbs up and share to as many persons that will need it. If you also have any gele style you want me to try, let me know in the comment section because I'll be doing DIYs. You don't have to go pay anybody your money to help tie your scarf and other things. You know, I tie scarf, I do basic makeup tutorials, and I also do um nails and hair treatments in this channel. So wherever you have issues concerning this that I'm interested in, just drop your questions in the comment section, and I'll be ready to do a video about that in the comment section. Meanwhile, this is the last one, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.